Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy, Aaron Collins, and this is another rendition of me addressing worldly issues in a godly way. As usual and as always, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's in their right mind. I hope everyone is stress-free and breathing. So, without further ado, let's get into the commentary. So, a few days ago, probably last week, a group of neo-Nazis decided to be emboldened by the new administration that's currently back in the White House and go and demonstrate in a black community in Lincoln Heights, Ohio. Lincoln Heights is an area outside of Cincinnati. It's also said to be the very first black-owned self-governing community this side of the Mason-Dixon. That's what one of the Ohio publications described it as. Anyway, this group of morons decided to go and just raise a ruckus by calling people out of their names, racial slurs, the normal, the whole 9 yards. They started going there and started an incident. However, and I'm very proud of these residents. The black residents decided to take up arms and defend their community. They confronted these supremacists and let them know that you can't come in our community. You're not going to have your way. You're not going to intimidate us in our own community. So, with that said, Hamilton County Sheriff's Department, which is the Sheriff's Department in that particular area of Ohio, came out there and actually escorted the white supremacists into a box truck, a U-Haul box truck, which, if I'm not mistaken, isn't it illegal to even ride in the back of one of those? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Anyway, but they escorted them to safety, or wherever it is they were going, got them out of there. But the thing is, I wanted to mention to the black residents, I'm very proud of you and for what you did, and this should be an example for other black communities. It was nonviolent. It was without incident. No arrests were made. Not surprisingly, because considering that, from what I understand, you were supposed to have a permit to go out and protest, and riding once again in the box truck, their police gave them pretty much asylum and protected them, got them out of there, which is no surprise to me, considering that the pervasive attitude in this nation still goes on. Racism still permeates and still persists, and it's not really a surprise. So bottom line is that what the residents did in their community, they didn't come and sing "We Shall Overcome." They didn't come and join arm in arm and hug each other. They didn't do none of that. They took up arms. They took up arms in an equal show of force and let these white supremacists know, you're not going to come over here. And if it's something that you want to do, like the title of this video says, they were standing on business. They were letting them know, you're not having your way. And from what I've even heard, that one of the supremacists' flag got snatched from them. It was a swastika, which they were carrying basically all the basic white supremacist paraphernalia and symbiology. But they got out of there, fortunately for the supremacists themselves, they got out there intact and with their own lives in order. But I just wanted to say that this ought to be an example and a demonstration of what we can do when we come together as a people. If we come together in a collective, organized fashion and defend our communities, once again, taking up arms. Like, when I say taking up arms, I'm talking about standing with weapons, learning the gun laws, knowing how to hold a weapon, knowing how to point a weapon, knowing how to clean one. This is not about violence or anything like that. So whoever takes this video and looks at it that way, that's not what I'm promoting. But I am promoting self-defense. We do have a right to defend ourselves. We have a right to be safe, protected in our own communities. We have the same rights that are guaranteed to other citizens of this country. So why shouldn't it work for us? But anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. Wanted to put my 2 cents in there. To the residents of Lincoln Heights, Ohio, my hat is off to you. Once again, I'm proud of you, and hopefully other black communities nationwide can follow suit and do this too. Clean up our communities, and this is where we need our black men to come in and stand up in our communities and take up protective. I can't even talk right. But this is where we need the black men to come in our communities, who are in our communities, to take up arms. And I'm not talking about the older men. I'm talking about young men who are able-bodied, who are of sound mind, who can move around. It's like, if you can move around and go out and hustle and do all this other manner of nonsense, why not do something to protect your own community? But this is just me talking. But let this be an example to black communities everywhere that there is hope. Once we come together collectively in one mind and decide, you know what, enough is enough, let's defend our communities, I think we'll be okay. Anyway, get in the comments. Let me know what you think. I'm sure some of you are going to probably find fault with what I just said and probably have a problem with me saying it, but it is what it is. I mean, that's what social media is all about, right? But I mean, I could think of other things that people are talking about on social media. If I was talking about something about promoting a gender war or something like that, you'd probably be up in arms or probably rah-rah and just egging me on. But for some of you out there who understand what I'm saying, this doesn't apply to you, and I appreciate you. But anyway, get in the comments. Let me know what you think. Am I saying something that's operable, that you could actually agree with? Let me know. Anyway, also support the channel at paypal.me/TheRealAaronCollins, as well as patreon.com/TheRealAaronCollins, and Cash App, The Real Aaron Collins. I'm proud to be back on here. Like I said, I never left, never went nowhere. I took a really long hiatus, but I'm ready to get back on here and promote some good words and get people to feel good about themselves, and particularly, lifting up the black community from which I come from. And yeah, y'all, I mean, as you know, it's been a while, but I'm gonna be back on here more often than you think. Anyway, y'all, you know what it is. You know what it is right now. That God loves you. I love you. Let's do life.